Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related stuff. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Lego City 4x4 Off-Roader Adventures. This is set number 60387. It has 252 pieces, and I paid $24 for this set. Now, this set retails, I believe, for $30. So 20% off would be, or 20% would be $6, and 20% off would be down to $24. And I did that through price matching at a retailer with their online website. At $30, I'm hesitant about this set. At $24, it seemed like a good price per piece ratio for one. It did come with some nice pieces as well, and I was really interested in seeing this working suspension and everything else in here. So I also wanted to take a look at a Lego City set that wasn't like emergency vehicles or something like that. So this is kind of a somewhat unique Lego City set for me. So I'm excited to look into this. So in this video, I'm going to open this up. I'm going to put this together, and then I'm going to share my thoughts on it. While I build, I will speed the video up, and then I'll slow it back down to review this set. So until then, enjoy. Okay, so while we are looking at the build for this Lego City 4x4 Off-Roader Adventures set, I wanted to take a moment to say thank you for watching and to remind and to encourage you that if you like this video, please click on that thumbs up and give it a like. And if you like the other videos on my channel, please consider clicking on that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all the Lego videos I'll be doing here in the future. For a small channel like mine, all the engagement is really helpful to help me grow, so I really appreciate it. So I really encourage comments and likes and subscribes and sharing it, and hopefully we can continue to foster a nice community around this hobby that I love so much. So I really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. And now back to the rest of the build and then my review for this Lego City Off-Roader Adventures set. Okay, so that is this Lego City 4x4 Off-Roader Adventure, or Adventures, I believe. This is pretty interesting. It's about what I expected, but there's some things that I didn't expect, and I'm have mixed feelings about. But overall, it's still a pretty good set, and I think when you get it at 20% off, there's a pretty good value here. So that's good, and I think it's a pretty solid toy for the most part. As far as a Lego build, there are some things I like, some things I don't like quite as much, but it's still pretty neat. We can see there's 2 instruction booklets, there's 3 bags of pieces. So the first bag, you put together the minifigures, which I currently have in the vehicle here. So I will pop those out so we can take a closer look at those minifigures there. And you also put together the bikes and the tent and the little landscape as well. So I will remove all of that right away. Okay, so first we can take a look at the minifigures here, and I'll just look at them both at the same time. Let's see. So you get 2 minifigures. You get one on the full adult legs here, no printing on the legs, nothing on the midsection, nice kind of mountain logo on the front there, and nice kind of around the collar and the sleeves, almost like a baseball t-shirt. On the back, we don't have anything too crazy. They do have a hat accessory there. They do not have an alternate face because of that. And face printing is all right there. You get a little bit of maybe some facial hair there as well. And this character with the hat here does not come with any hairpiece. That's just the hat, or as I'll show here, they also, I guess I'll do them separately, they also come with like a motocross or a helmet of some site for off-road biking or mountain biking or whatever. So this is a nice helmet piece, so they get that, and they have their hat, but no hairpiece for this minifigure. And the other minifigure, I really like the torso on this one. This one is on the shorter legs that can still bend, but they are slightly shorter, so we can see that difference there. And I like this torso a lot. I like the colors. It's got a little logo here, zippers and stuff, and on the back, not too much going on there. This character does have a dual molded hat and hairpiece there, but no other hairpiece besides this one. And like the other one, they also get a kind of motocross, off-road biking, mountain biking helmet here as well. So you get those accessories. You also get a small little camera build for one of the minifigures, and one of the minifigures can also take this backpack, and have that on their back, goes around their neck there. We get 2 bikes in nice colors, I would say. So we get 2 bikes, one for each of them, and they can be loaded in the back of the vehicle in a good way. So nice to get those. And then the rest of the build is kind of all of this extra stuff here. So I'm gonna pull back out a little bit, and we'll take a look at all this now. So you get this tent, and I was really interested in how this was going to be done. It's done about how I expected, but you do get 5 of these relatively big panels to get this kind of triangular tent there. It's open on both sides, but those just are on a bar element and clipped on there, so that's how we get that. Inside the tent, this build is, not so great because there's a lot of uneven stuff here, and I think it just could have been done a little better, and it would have ate up more pieces, but it just would have made more sense if this was all one level here. But there is some changes in elevation in there between the clipped plates and the plate beneath it, and then the tiles in the middle. But we do get these orange ingots there, which are fine, and then we get these 2 white tiles, and they each have a sticker on them, and those are sleeping bags, and they have the little mountain logo in the corner. Different colors sleeping bags that maybe correlate with the colors of the minifigures' bikes or helmets or outfits or whatever, but I don't know if they can go either way. These are stickers. I actually really like these stickers. I think they're really, really well done, representing that kind of slightly open, empty, unzipped sleeping bags. So I was actually pretty happy to have those, and now that those stickers are applied to those tiles, I could see these tiles being like really useful for other details. So I really, really liked those stickers, and that's the tent. If we look at the top, the tent comes together pretty well. It doesn't sit super flush. There is a little bit of a gap there, but it's not too bad, and I think most people would recognize this as a tent. I was actually interested in how they were going to do this, or if they were going to have anything up on the top, or what this was going to be like. And this is a fine representation, especially for a toy. This is not too bad, and actually the fact that you can open it up like this to get access to inside there instead of coming in through the side is kind of nice if you wanted to stage minifigures or whatever else in there. So that's that. We do get this little very simple fire pit kind of build with a molded fire piece there, and just that kind of plus sign or X plate there. We get a little pan for cooking, and we also get a shovel. Those are kind of minifigure accessories. And then the rest of this bag is this kind of landscape-like build. So it's 2 kind of differently shaped plates connected with this like A-frame piece here. We have a couple different changes in elevation. So we got a little bump here, that could be, off-roaded on with the bikes, or also with the vehicle that's in this set. and I'm not really sure what all this is supposed to represent. It seems a little bit disjointed, I think. I don't know if I like this very much here, but that's what the set has, and I think this set might have something to do with the Lego City Adventures as well, so maybe there's a specific scene that this is kind of referencing or something. But this is the kind of landscape build. We can see here we do get a molded little rabbit piece or a bunny. We also get a scorpion, which is nice to get both of those, and we get a little floral, maybe cacti or something without leaves or flowers on there. So that's kind of the little landscape, and that can be off wherever. And then the rest of the build, bags 2 and 3, and the second instructions is for this off-road truck vehicle here. So both minifigures can fit inside here. There is a steering wheel up front. I did have to work kind of hard to get them both in there, but it seems like it shouldn't be that bad. But for whatever reason, with this hat on here, I just had a lot of trouble getting this character into the kind of back. This vehicle is 6 wide at, you know, the majority of the body of it, but these wheels come out much wider. So I don't think this would really fit in a traditional, 6 wide city setting necessarily, but maybe exclusively when it's, out of the city and into the off-roading and whatever, it makes kind of sense. But that does make it a little bit weird to where this would drive to or where this would be stored. So both minifigures can fit in there with their hats. Takes a little bit of doing. Right now I have the driver leaning way far back, so you have some room in there to lean them forward a little bit, so that is good. Besides that, we can also have the bikes attached to the back here. There's a couple little clips that you can attach the bikes to, which I think works and looks pretty nice there. And then we have a little bit of a door thing here for the back of the truck bed. And back there, what I did was put the helmets and the camera and the backpack piece. I just put all back there, which they can all fit back there pretty good. On the side, we have a couple clips here, which could attach like the shovel and maybe the pan there, the skillet rather. So that's all of the stuff on there, and I think it looks pretty cool when it has all of that stuff attached, especially like the bikes, because the bikes match the color scheme. I do really like the colors of this vehicle, so we get some nice kind of striping and color blocking of these colors, and that's reflected on the sticker here. So I thought that was really unique, this kind of color there, and the stickers are nice. So sticker on the side, sticker on the other side here, and a sticker right there with the mountain logo. Here's the sticker sheet. So we get the 2 sleeping bags, the side panels, and the front hood, and that's all of that. If we look at the front, I thought this was really interesting. We have some lights up here, kind of a nice grill. These are printed tiles, and let me see if I can get those to be a little more visible. They're like little eyes, and then underneath them there's like a kind of a metallic silver print, and that outlines the word light. So I don't know if that's like eye light or night light or what the thing is. I don't know if these glow in the dark. They look like they may. It's kind of an interesting color that they're on. But anyway, those are printed tiles, so you get those for the lights there on the front end of this vehicle. So interesting. It's a print I had not seen before, so it was kind of surprising. You do get an extra one of those over here in the extra pieces, so that was kind of unique. We have some fenders up here. The shaping of this is kind of just like a pickup truck, but a little different just because of the wheelbase here. And around the back, there's no license plate or anything. There's just the kind of truck bed, which can hold all of the different stuff in there. So that's pretty nice. But then the rest of it is kind of these wheels and this kind of wheelbase and everything. And on the box, it did say that this had working suspension. So I was interested in how they were going to do that, because I know they do have those kind of suspension pieces or those spring-loaded pieces, but didn't look like it was going to use those. So a little bit to my dismay, if that's the right word, it uses rubber bands here. So we get a couple Lego rubber bands that connect these wheel bits together. So if I put this on the ground, this can be played with, whatever, but it also can very easily be kind of moved around, and these wheels have a lot of play here, and they all can move independently of each other, but on either side, the front and the back one are connected to each other with those rubber bands there. So I normally don't like rubber bands in Lego sets, except for very specific cases. I don't know how these are going to hold up long term. I don't know how they'll hold up to extended play, or if this should be stored with these, off of the vehicle, or what the best way is. But it is nice. They're strong enough to hold the vehicle up elevated at this way, but they have enough give that these wheels can really move a lot. So a lot of range of motion there, and they can even get, they can get this truck to almost go all the way down to the ground level there on the base. So that's the working suspension. So for example, this could roll over this plate and this terrain really, really easily. Just even if just one side of the vehicle is on there, all four wheels will still maintain contact with the ground there, because this can move independently from all of the other wheels there. So there's no like axle that goes all the way through. We do get these really big chunky wheels here, which is nice. It makes it look cool. And so that's the working suspension, which is interesting. I think there is probably good play here, but it's not so sturdy. I could see it kind of always being depressed a little bit, or even just grabbing it, placing your hand on it does move those wheels a little bit. So if you're wanting to not put stress on the rubber bands, or you're wanting to drive it like normal, then you just have to be a little more delicate with it and not so much downward pressure. But there is a ton of movement in these wheels here, so you can almost get it, to really, really low there. But that's pretty cool. I would have liked the suspension to be done in a slightly different way. This is a 6+ set. I don't know if that means much, but it's fine. It's fine for a toy. I don't love the look of it, that these are visible here. Same with some of this Technic stuff here. And I think there's maybe better ways to do suspension, but maybe not for the price and not for this set specifically, or maybe there's other reasons for designing it to use rubber bands here. But I could see people having a lot of fun with this. It's nice that it can kind of rock back and forth. It's nice that one wheel can lift up and the back wheel can lift up, and the other two can kind of compensate for rolling over different types of terrain, which it does accomplish that quite well. And I think like overall the look of these giant wide set tires is pretty great. But like I mentioned, for a Lego City, if you're used to your roads accommodating like a 6 wide vehicle, this does pretty much double at least the width because of these giant wheels. So this is maybe something that stays specifically outside of the city in the off-road land, but that's okay. And this could be something that is a vehicle that you have out outside of the city at a common camping spot, and you take the holiday camper van set, which I did a video on recently, and you drive that out of the city, like from their house or from their apartment. You drive that out of the city into the off-roading thing, and then they can use this when they're out there to kind of go mudding and off-roading and all the different stuff. So the build for this was pretty straightforward. I do like the colors. Nothing terribly interesting for piece usages there, except for like, yeah, these prints are pretty interesting to me. And it came together really nicely. I paid $24 for this set. It is 252 pieces. We get a bunny and a scorpion and some helmets and some bikes and some other little stuff there. These little printed tile stuff. We get a little landscape build here. And we get a vehicle, and I think for $24, that's a pretty reasonable price and a pretty, I think this is actually pretty good value at that price. It retails for $30. For $30, yeah, it probably still makes sense. We got the big wheels here, these big panel pieces in a nice color, and a couple other special things. The minifigures aren't anything too crazy, but you do get 2 of them, so and their accessories, so that's fine. This doesn't add, a ton to me, but there are pieces there. There are some nice colored pieces in there, but the majority of this build is very much this vehicle, and for this vehicle alone, without all of the side build stuff, maybe $20 makes sense, maybe less makes sense. I just think at $24, the price per piece is good for me, and it feels like the amount of stuff I got here and the play potential and the addition to like what this can add to a Lego City or whatever else is there. I think there is value there. So that's pretty good. It's another one of those ones, like I don't have a Lego City right now, but I've been building a lot of city sets, and this is a set that I think I probably wouldn't have picked up had I not been able to get this for 20% off. At $30, I probably would have passed over it. A lot of city sets that are just at retail, I'm kind of, because I don't specifically collect it or anything like that, it's easy for me to pass those. But this is pretty great, and I could see kids or people of all different ages or whatever could have a lot of fun with this. And so that's pretty good. Simple enough build, and there's some fun functionality and some side build stuff and some story elements to it. So that's pretty great. I'll show the extra pieces here, including that one print. So we get an extra of that print there, which is nice. I'll have to check if those are glow in the dark or whatever. Extra molded fire piece here. Then your 1x1, your studs, hollow studs, slope, some tiles, and a Technic piece there. So not too many extra pieces. Only 5 stickers, and they're used well. I really like those the stickers for the sleeping bags. So this is pretty cool. I'm happy to have built it, so nice. If you like this video, consider giving it a like, and if you like the other videos on my channel, please consider subscribing to it so you can stay up to date on all the Lego videos I'll be doing here in the future, including more Lego City, different vehicles, and then just tons of other Lego sets from all different Lego themes, all different shapes and sizes and price points and piece counts. So click on that subscribe button so you don't miss it. And if you want to support this channel, the best way to do that is over at the Sobrix Patreon, where if you join over there for as little as $2 a month or $5 or $10 or whatever, you can get access to all my videos early. You can get access to some exclusive videos, like one I just did about the modular bookshop, and ones I'm going to do about Ninjago City Gardens and Rivendell and all this other stuff. And you can also get your name at the end of my videos as kind of credits for supporters. And I'm going to do some other stuff over there down the road as well. So every little bit helps, and I really, really appreciate it. And thank you, everybody. And with all that said, until next time, thanks. Bye.